Hello students, how are you and how's your study going on? I hope that you all will be fine staying home and doing your study at your home. On the behalf of Paramount Public School, today we are going to discuss the second poem of our book Flamingo named An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. Are you ready to learn? Let's start with our topic. An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum is a poem written by Stephen Spander. Firstly, we will discuss its introduction. Very easiest poem having 3 paragraphs, but all the 3 paragraphs have different meaning. They convey different things, but join them together also. The writer of this poem describes the communal inequalities which are usual in this society. It means inequality. In the poem, the author describes the situation of the students of an elementary school. The school is located in a slum area. The poet wants everybody's attention to these children. Poet wanted that the life of these students improves. He wanted them to get trained in order to become a good citizens of our country and not criminals. As we all know that the condition of elementary school should or is not like that our private schools. That's why poet is criticizing their position and want that the students who are learning in elementary school should be safe from this environment and they should become good citizens of our country, not criminals. An elementary school classroom in a slum, okay, gives a brief knowledge about the condition of the school as well as students. So let's discuss a summary. The appearance of the students shows that they are unwelcome. The kids are having depressed facial expressions. They have unhealthy bodies inherited from their parents. It means like their parents, they are also unhealthy and thin. At the end of a classroom, a kid is sitting having bright eyes that fill with dreams. It means all are different, but this kid is different like us. The classroom has dirty and muddy walls, and there is a smell of salt foul cream. Many people have given multiple charts and images for putting on the walls. A poster is there of Shakespeare in that classroom. His head is bald and looks like the rising sun. The second poster is of the Tyrol Sea Valley. Further, another one is a world map. For these students, the world is not as they see in the picture, like we see the map of the world. But for these students, the world is not meant for the same world. For these students, the world is the scene that they see outside of the classroom through the window. It means where they are residing, their world is only that world. These children are struck in slums. They have dim and hopeless futures. They all have a dark and depressing future because they are studying in elementary school. No one pays attention to their study and no one gives them proper facilities. Moreover, they have options in life that are imperfect and are disappointing. It means that like us, they are also having options, but they are not perfect and they are also disappointing. They are distant from the light of knowledge. Now, understanding these pictures is out of their abilities. Like Shakespeare, they don't know who is Shakespeare is and where is that Trollsey Valley and what does world map contain or gives the message. Further, these kids hate everybody, and for them Shakespeare was a good person as nobody loves them. Even they disliked everybody. the want for love forces them to do crimes like robbery, etc. When love is not given to them, then they forced to do crimes like robbery. Now, the children are so thin that their bones and skeleton are clearly visible through them. I have already told you, like their parents, they inherited their body figure. This is because of the lack of nourishment. The glasses they wear are quite heavy and uncomfortable at the same time. Their probabilities of accomplishing their dreams and wants and moving out of this poverty have been further reduced by building big shanty towns. It means firstly they wear glasses of silver or aluminium and look like the bottles. And but another thing, if they want to come out from this situation, but this is also impossible for them because number of biggest cities are rising up now. Until and unless they don't come out of the slums, they will never get to know about the world outside. Now, the government system that creates these slum areas is a major cause that people live here. The students are not having the right to dream out of these slums. The government limits and restricts them to these slums. The poet also appeals to the authorities for permitting these poor kids to go out of these slums. The students need to see the outer world. Moreover, the maps on the wall of the class will surely become a reality for them. Whenever they came out from the class, when they go out from their slums, then they will understand the value of map and its features. Moreover, they should be taken to areas with fields and greenery. The sunny atmosphere and the warm scent of the beach will connect them with a hunger for knowledge. When they see that at some places there are fields and greenery and other places there is a beach or sand, then they will rise the questions, then they will increase their hunger to learn about them. If these children will get to learn, then these children will become economically authorized. So let's come to the conclusion. To conclude the summary, this summary tells us about the poor condition of the students. The schools are also very poor in condition. The future of these kids is in dark. This story also teaches us the value of education and the value of all things that we have and many don't have. So students, meaning of the slum, as you already know, an area of a city where living conditions are extremely bad, and inherited means to receive property, money, etc. from somebody who has died. I hope students you got the summary. Thank you. Thanks for watching.